Welcome back to the program. Now, real quick, I just want to say this before anybody gets any thoughts. Yes, my sister Mandy is married, and to you older women, yes, my dad is married, but that's not the point. Alright, now, gotta get to WWE. Talk about One Night Stand that took place last Sunday night on pay-per-view. Every match had a different stipulation, so why don't I get into it? Beth Phoenix defeated Melina in an I Quit match. The Big Show defeated John Morrison, Tommy Dreamer, Chavo Guerrero, and CM Punk in a Singapore Cane match. Jeff Hardy defeated Umaga in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Batista defeated Shawn Michaels in a stretcher match. John Cena defeated JBL in a First Blood match. Triple H defeated Randy Orton in a Last Man Standing match. And Edge defeated The Undertaker in a TLC match to become the new World Heavyweight Champion. Now, unfortunately, during that pay-per-view, Randy Orton injured his cervical vertebrae when he did the RKO, and Triple H threw him basically over the top, and he landed really hard on the floor. From what I got, from notes and stuff, that match ended a little bit sooner than it should. Randy Orton's going to be out of action for a while. I think it was 2 months was the tops. And of course, there aren't really a lot of Randy Orton fans here that watch the show, but I just want to say, get well, Randy Orton. I'm not sure if at this time, his wife will be due with their first kid, and if they are, he can spend some time with the young boy or girl before he gets back on the road and gets back to competition, which we all want. The wrestlers at their healthiest and their best. Now, another injury that took place during that pay-per-view was the Big Show. Now, during that Singapore Cane match, he was bleeding, and if you saw the pictures on WWE.com the next day, his one eye right here, I think it was right here, was swollen shut. Excuse me. Now, they did take MRIs on that, and what the reports have said are that the Big Show is to rest, and he's not going to wrestle on house shows for the next couple of weeks. Hopefully he will be able to wrestle at the Night of Champions pay-per-view, which I'll talk about in a moment or two, and challenge Kane for the ECW title, but who knows, it really sucks that the Big Show has to get this kind of an injury. Now, the Raw Monday night, and what I'm about to say may surprise people. I think it might surprise people for what I'm about to say. To me, Raw last Monday night was one of the worst episodes of Raw, maybe of all time. I just feel that, a little bit of it contributes to, some of the guys being hurt, but, I feel that they were not putting a lot of energy into what they were doing, and it just seemed very lazy, and it just didn't feel like a Raw that you would want to remember for a long time. If there was anything you wanted to remember from that Raw, it was probably Vince McMahon bringing out that $1 million in cash. Now, for those of you who have not entered, you still have a chance to enter. Go to WWE.com. You have to be at least 13 years or older to enter. I did read the rules, I want to make sure. Now, from what I've read and what I've heard, it's going to be like Deal or No Deal, where you're going to have different briefcases. The lowest amount you can win is $2. The highest amount you can win is $250,000. Now, all you have to do is you got to watch Raw. I think it's like for the next 8 weeks. There's going to be a special word. And you got to remember that word. And then you either have to have, you got to put in a certain number. You got to put in your phone number, either your home number or your cell phone number. And you hopefully they will call you. If you get called, then you have a chance to win money. You got to pick a briefcase, and hopefully you'll win some nice money. Now, to me, the best match on Raw Monday night was the women's tag team match, and I'm sure some of you are surprised I'd say that, but in hindsight, it really was a good match because it focused on Melina wanting revenge on Beth Phoenix, and Katie Lee in her first women's match on Raw in that tag match against Mickie James, and I felt it was a very good match. And I personally would like to see more of Katie Lee in the ring wrestling. I think she's a good wrestler. I just think she may need a little bit more improvement, but she's going to be something special, I feel, as far as the ranks of the WWE Women's Division are concerned. You know what? That's pretty much it. I'm gonna go to the one night stand. The Night of Champions report. It is 3 weeks away from this Sunday night, live on pay-per-view, June the 29th, 8 p.m. is the bell time. This is the only show the entire year of any promotion where every title is on the line. That's why it's called the Night of Champions. Duh. Of course, two matches have been signed. Triple H defends the WWE Championship against John Cena, and Kane will defend the ECW title against The Big Show. You can bet that more matches will be announced next week and hopefully in the near future. TNA and Ring of Honor are next.